April 24th, that is the day the world will witness something many thought was impossible.
A man who doesn't just look like Michael Jackson,
but moves, breathes, and speaks like him. Jaafar Jackson, Michael's own nephew, spent 2 full years in a transformation so complete, so total, that even those closest to the king of pop were left speechless. But this story is not just about rehearsal rooms and costumes, it is about legacy, about bloodlines. About a young man who had to become a ghost to keep a legend alive, and then there was the night of the Thriller shoot. Filming the iconic Thriller sequence at the exact same Los Angeles location where Michael filmed it in 1983, a full moon appeared in the sky.
Unplanned, unscripted, unexplained. The producers couldn't explain it. The crew fell silent. And Jaafar?
He said it felt like a reunion with someone who never truly left. Today, we unlock the vault on the incredible journey of Jaafar Jackson and the return of the king of pop. I am Frank John, your host, and you are watching The Legend Vault.
Here, we give you nothing but the absolute truth, backed by facts.
If you want to witness our newest deep dive episodes and unlock the secrets of history, step into the vault right now.
Hit that subscribe button and claim your key. Let's dive in.
Most actors get a few months to prepare for a major role.
Jaafar Jackson was given something rarer and far more demanding. 2 years. What makes this even more extraordinary is that Jaafar never intended to be an actor.
Before this film, he was a golfer,
a musician,
a man quietly building his own identity far from the impossible shadow of his uncle. But then the call came, and that call came from none other than Antoine Fuqua, the director trusted to helm one of the most anticipated biopics in modern cinema history. To earn the role, Jaafar had to prove himself. Not just to the director but to history itself.
One of the defining tests?
Mastering the Motown 25 performance, one of the single greatest moments in the history of live entertainment, in just 20 days. We analyzed the footage frame by frame, and the result is nothing short of astonishing.
The angle of the fedora. The precise drag of the left foot.
The flick of the wrist before the hat drop.
Jaafar didn't just learn the moves, he studied the man behind them.
This was not practice.
This was obsession.
And it had to be because Jaafar understood something most actors never face: if he got this wrong, the world wouldn't just blame an actor.
They would blame a Jackson.
There are moments in filmmaking that exist beyond craft, beyond direction, beyond even performance. The night the crew gathered to film the Thriller sequence, they were standing in the same patch of Los Angeles earth where Michael Jackson filmed the original iconic video in 1983. The same shadows, the same streets, the same air. Jaafar has described it as a spiritual moment, and we understand why. Because in the middle of that shoot, unplanned, unrequested, and utterly inexplicable, a full moon appeared above the set, perfectly framed, perfectly timed.
Michael Jackson fans have spoken for decades about the seemingly supernatural energy that surrounds his work.
The full moon that appeared on the Thriller set in 1983 became legendary in pop culture folklore, and now, in the most fitting cosmic echo imaginable, it appeared again.
The producers couldn't script it. They couldn't explain it.
But for Jaafar, standing in that exact spot, wearing that exact costume, channeling that exact man, it wasn't a coincidence.
For Jaafar, it was a message. Imagine looking in the mirror
and seeing the man the world lost 15 years ago.
Not a resemblance, not an impression, but him, the eyes, the jaw, the spirit behind the face.
Jaafar Jackson has openly spoken about the profound emotional weight of this transformation. He is not just an actor playing a role, he is Jermaine Jackson's son, stepping into the singular most iconic image in the history of popular music. Every detail had to be immaculate: the bad tour jacket, the single white glove, the Billie Jean vocals, that crystalline tenor that once stopped the world cold. And through all of it, the sleepless rehearsals, the physical transformation, the vocal training, Jaafar carried something far heavier than a costume. He carried the grief of a family. He carried the love of 500 million fans, and he carried the responsibility to get it right, not for critics, not for box office numbers, but for the man himself. Because Michael Jackson deserves nothing less than perfection, and it is clear that Jaafar Jackson understood that from the very first day. Here at the Legend Vault, we stand before this moment with immense pride.
Michael Jackson did not merely make music. He redefined what it means to be an artist.
He broke racial barriers on television.
He gave the world a new language of movement.
He brought human beings together across every border, every culture, every generation through nothing but the pure, divine force of his genius. And now his own blood. His own family. The son of his brother Jermaine, carrying that same fire forward into a new era. From the United States to Southeast Asia.
From Europe to the Middle East.
From South America to the African continent, the anticipation for this film is electric.
The world is watching. The king of pop is not a memory.
He is a living force, and through Jaafar Jackson, his artistry, his spirit, and his boundless humanity are being reborn for a generation that deserves to experience his greatness for the very first time. We are proud, deeply, genuinely proud, to witness the greatness of the Jackson family once again. Before we close the vault, I have 2 questions for the legends out there.
Question 1.
After seeing the clips of Jaafar, do you believe he is the only one who could have played this role?
Drop your answer in the comments right now.
Question 2. Which Michael Jackson era are you most excited to see recreated on the big screen?
Thriller? Bad? Dangerous? Off the wall? Let's talk in the comments.
History is being remade, and the vault is watching. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, stay legendary. This is Frank John, signing off.